Scentland, the land of scent. Hello, welcome everybody, it's Chris from Scentland. Today I can clearly state that I'm a lucky man, and I'm also very emotional. And this is a very, very ad hoc video review, if you will, because I just bumped into this fragrance in one of the sources where I do on-spot purchasing of vintage and even newer fragrances. Okay, I remember seeing the box and I just checked it out. I don't know. I didn't go for the purchase before. I don't know why, but it was still there. And driving in this increasingly nice sunshiny weather, I somehow felt the desire to go for this bottle and hope and pray that it's still there. So I did, and I went, and it was there. It's a 50 ml, and I got it. And here's the. First of all, matches my jacket and matches the gorgeous weather. And this is the bottle here. It's not the oldest fonts. I think that's second or third generation fonts here. The Versace L'Homme written up there. But if I turn this and look at the little sticker here, that says Giver Spa Milano, then I already thought, wow, it's my lucky day. And then I read even further. Actually, it's above the Giver Spa, says Gianni Versace Profumi, which means that this juice is pure and utter vintage. And of course, God, smelling it then confirmed all of this. Okay, so I got emotional, to be honest. I'll be totally honest with you. The whole day was like that, and you know, the first rays of really warm springtime sunshine finding their way through the clouds amped that feeling up, and now smelling this fragrance that I first used over 30 years ago in the summer of 1991, and seeing the name Gianni Versace Profumi again after so many years, because I had this fragrance, I had more recent releases that smell similar, but not. At this stage, I realized not even really close to this, because the basil, the petitgrain, the green notes, the leather, the lemon are much more refined, much more well blended in this vintage version than they are in the currently available version. And I still applaud Versace for keeping this fragrance alive. Okay, make no mistake about it, but the vintage version brings me back to those days when I don't want to sound like these old fucks that just sit and say that everything was better in the old days. But let me tell you this: a lot of things were better in the old days, and I'm not necessarily only talking about fragrances. Although most of them really were better in the old days, I really have to say. But also life in general, people in general that surrounded me at the time had more personality, more genuine approach to things. And that created an overall more interesting, genuine time with all its ups and downs, okay? But the ups were genuine, and so were the downs as well. You need ups and downs in life, and try to keep everything politically correct and clean cut and clear cut makes this whole thing, this whole exercise of these days, just sterile and utterly uninteresting and boring. And this is, I'm trying to give my kids the best possible values and approach to life, so they can try to find genuine things and genuine people in life. Okay, so I haven't given up, especially since I have a great responsibility as a father. But what I can say, that these times that we are living in, embrace yourself. These times that we are living in is like, I'm not a great fan and of jazz music, and I'm not very knowledgeable in jazz music. But what I know is that in order to play good, genuine jazz music, you have to leave room for improvisation. So the artist always leaves a room for improvisation during the performance when he or she plays genuine jazz music. That's the way it should be, and that's the way it comes across. That's why it's so genuine. That's why it's always a bit different. This is why it's always interesting and enjoyable, and that. So that is the base, the status quo, if you will. Okay, but today's life, today's world, today's environment is as if like you say, okay, we want to play jazz music here, but we want to pre-program it. We want to make sure that every note is correct, clear, comes across 100%, fine-tuned to no end, professional, and again, pre-programmed. So what is the result of that? The result is that you will have perfect sound, every note where it should be, and no mistakes being made, very professional performance. But the heart, the genuine heart will be missing, the room for improvisation. The overall, every time, let's be politically correct, let's make sure everything is clean and sterile to the utmost, kills the possibility and any chance for a genuine approach to things, for mistakes to be made, because mistakes can be made. It's human, okay? So when a jazz player doesn't hit it as well, or maybe hits it better than last time, that's exactly what makes it interesting. If you pre-program our life and sterilize it down to no end, and make it, every sentence, every word, every tone, every melody politically correct, it will kill the genuine aspect of the daily life. And this, ladies and gentlemen, fellow subscribers and friends, is exactly the way we are heading now. And that's exactly the difference between today and the 90s and the 80s and the 70s when I lived. I lived the 70s and the 80s very, very consciously. I lived them, I remember them, I remember dates, I remember people, I remember smiles, I remember love, I remember hate, I remember the tastes, the smells, I remember everything. Okay, I'm old enough to remember. I'm lucky as well. It's not because I'm, it's my achievement. It's not my achievement. I just happened to live consciously, and I lived consciously because I lost my father fairly early in life. So I knew that you have a situation, you have a person, you have, a circumstance now that is not given to be here tomorrow. And that is why I lived these years and these decades consciously. And this fragrance brings that all back to me. Not only the memories, but the genuine aspects of the golden days. Again, I said that this fragrance smells like golden rays of sunshines in 1980s Monte Carlo. It still does. It's just the most beautiful. Like, it's so beautiful. And to see the sticker there sounds stupid, but to see Gianni Versace Profumi, to have a bottle like this with a sticker like that and the smell and forget about it. I'd rather head off because I got emotional today. And I hope and pray that genuine times will still be around the corner in your life, in my life, in the life of our children, okay? Because that is what life is all about, okay? So, Viva Gianni Versace! Forever and ever. Take care and see you soon for yet another Sandland review. Bye.